Hello everyone and welcome back to the Football Manager 2020 simulation of Euro 2020, and the game that we've got for you is Turkey versus Portugal. And Turkey, who have dominated possession in pretty much all of their games, have looked okay but just not clinical enough, with 2 draws at their 3 group games. 2 results they probably should have won, if I'm honest. But Portugal managing to sneak through on that last game, losing the first 2, had to get a big result, and they just about went through on goal difference. And with the firepower that they've got in their team, you can't really discount them. They showed that in their last group game, and it'll be interesting to see whether Turkey can convert their chances, and if they allow Portugal to create chances of their own. But let's go into the game and we'll see how both teams essentially react to this draw here, as you've got Turkey on the left with Uğurcan in goal, Zeki Çelik, Demiral, Soyuncu and Erkin making up their backline, Irfan and Emre centering the midfield with Yunus Mali in front of them in that number 10 role, Cengiz Ünder on the right, Hakan Çalhanoğlu on the left, and Burak Yilmaz spearheading that Turkish front line. Portugal, on the other hand, on the right hand side with a 4-3-3, Rui Patricio in goal, João Cancelo, Ruben Dias, Pepe and Rafael Guerreiro making up their back line, with Ruben Neves anchoring the midfield with Bruno Fernandes and João Moutinho ahead of him, Rafa on the left, Bernardo Silva on the right, and Cristiano Ronaldo up front. And Ronaldo's not really had the best tournament here. He's been pretty isolated up front on his own for a lot of the games. I think he's looked better when he's been moved out to the left in some of the second halves. But saying that, it will be interesting to see how Portugal responds. They're looking pretty deep, looking to have a pretty, essentially just 2 banks of 4 protecting the goal there. But Ronaldo's very isolated already, and it'll be interesting to see how the supporting players behind him, say Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, and Cengiz Ünder, his effort from distance is tipped wide by Patricio. But yeah, just how those supporting players, the wingers, the central midfielders, really support him. But they have to get a hold of the ball. We're about a minute into the game and it's been all Turkish possession here, as they're just spraying the passes left, right, centre. Zeki Çelik puts it in. Burak Yilmaz finds back of the net, but that's flagged offside, and Turkey are denied a goal in the opening 2 minutes here. Great ball in from Zeki Çelik, and you can see there Burak Yilmaz definitely offside there, but it's a great header. And if he can do that elsewhere in the game, then Turkey have a chance, as the ball's been given away. But great challenge there from Soyuncu to win the ball back for Turkey. And again, it's just complete possession dominance here from Turkey. Soyuncu's lost that to Ronaldo, and that's not the player that you want to lose out to, as Uğurcan tips that over the bar. Good effort there from Ronaldo, and you wouldn't expect anything else from him. But that's where that frontline pressure, as Ronaldo's header goes over the bar, that's where that frontline pressure will really come in handy from Portugal. But less than 20% possession here in the opening 10 minutes. Bernardo Silva, great save there from Uğurcan once again. Portugal just haven't been able to keep the ball at all. But 4 chances created, as I think that's another header on goal from Ronaldo, and it looked like that. Well, a penalty's been given for a handball there, and that is not what Turkey were after. Demiral could be in trouble here, but he's escaped any kind of punishment there. But Ronaldo on the penalty, He's the exact person you want here. Can he convert? He does. And it's 1-0 to Portugal in the opening 12 minutes. And you've got to say they have counter-attacked very well in this game. Yeah, bullet penalty into the bottom corner. Keeper has no chance on that. And, it's the same symptom of Turkey in the group stage games. They've had so much of the ball, they're just not creating any chances with it, as Burak Yilmaz's effort is blocked, and that's been cleared by the Portuguese defence. Right, now again Turkey on the ball as Irfan finds Caner on the wing. Burak Yilmaz knocks that down to Zeki Çelik. Irfan back to Demiral, who conceded the penalty to give Portugal the lead, but he's played it all the way back to Ergochan in Ghana. Soyuncu finds Kingizunda, and back to Irfan into Kingizunda. Now Burak Yilmaz's effort blocked, but he's offside once again. But again, you can see here 71% possession for Turkey so far. As Portugal with another effort on goal. They're really being very efficient with their possession in this game. Only 31% of the ball, and Pepe should have made that 2-0, but with 9 efforts in the opening 23 minutes, with just about 30% of the ball. Absolutely fantastic clinical play from Portugal here to just surgically counter-attack Turkey whenever they get the ball. Irfan to Zeki Çelik, now back to Kingizunda, back to the wing back, and Burak Yilmaz's header is saved, but Zeki Çelik offside there, and Portugal really playing their defensive line is very, very in tune with one another, just to make sure that those situations they are being flagged offside as we approach half time. Now Ronaldo on the ball, and interception there by Kingizunda. He's running on goal, but that's a great block by Pepe. And Ronaldo's picked up booking as we've got 2 minutes of additional time to play in this half. João Moutinho, that's been blocked out. Now, can Turkey create anything before the halftime break? Burak Yilmaz, he's lashed that well over the bar and really should have done better there as we go into halftime. And it's Portugal 1, Turkey 0, and you've got to say Portugal have deserved this. They've created so many good chances out of the very minimal possession that they've got, but Turkey really should be doing better at converting some of these chances. Unlucky. When I say unlucky, they had a goal flagged for offside, but it was just great defending there from Portugal throughout that half to just keep flagging those attacks offside and winning the ball back after a lot of Turkish players surge forward and then they go on the counter attack. But let's see how Turkey responds in the second half, as it's going to be Portugal that kick us off in this second half. And Portugal will want more of the same. They're punishing any stray passes from Turkey, and if they can just sort of get a foothold of possession, I think they might take Turkey's rhythm away a little bit, as they're looking to play the ball quite long actually. Ronaldo finds Bernardo Silva, who's run into the box and pulls it back to Ronaldo, and you would have put money on Ronaldo to score from that distance. He hit the side netting though, however, and could that punish Portugal as Turkey on the attack as Kingazunda, his header is saved by Patricio. Guerrero on the ball once more as João Cancelo surges into the box and Bernardo Silva lashes an effort just wide of that near post. And again, long balls, surgical precision from Portugal here. They've got the technical ability to find those long range passes, and they're absolutely punishing Turkey here as Zeki Çelik puts the ball in Burak Yılmaz's header straight at Patricio. Another good opportunity that Turkey are just not converting. João Moutinho finds Bernardo Silva, great ball out wide. Now Ronaldo, 2-0, second of the day for Cristiano Ronaldo. Great ball in from Bernardo Silva and fantastic finish. And we'll see that again. Guerrero into Bruno Fernandes, plays it inside to João Moutinho, takes a touch and then swings that out wide to Bernardo Silva, brings it down so well. And Ronaldo, absolute predator of a finisher that he is, fantastic finish that as Cenk Tosun has come off of Burak Yılmaz in the hope that he can convert some of the chances given to him that Burak Yılmaz just wasn't able to do in the opening hour of this game, as Cane's effort is blocked and Turkey just need to do something drastic here if they want to salvage anything from this game whatsoever. As time is ticking away, Portugal look like they're just aiming to kill this game, and Bernardo Silva's running at their defence, plays the ball into Ronaldo. It's found, he's onside, but great save there from Ugarcan to deny Ronaldo a hat-trick in this game, which I believe would have been the first in the tournament so far, as Ronaldo keeps that ball in as Cenk Tosun gives away a throw-in in his own half, but seemingly didn't come up to anything, as Soyuncu finds Kingazunda. Great skill there to go past his man. Back to Emre. Into Zeki Çelik. Can he put a ball in? He's played it back to Yusuf. Now Emre. Ali. And again, just not the best effort there. And I don't know if you saw that. You can see on the stats there. 20 efforts from Turkey, but 12 of them from long range. They're just not just not creating any good chances, as Çalhanoğlu has a chance to break here into Yunus Mali. That's blocked, and from the edge of the box was never going to trouble Patricio from there. And Turkey are struggling. They're on the ropes here as Ronaldo comes into the box and wins a corner kick with 4 minutes or so to go, plus additional time, and it's going to be Moutinho to take this. Ronaldo's beaten in the air, but Portugal can't win the ball back to create another chance. We've got 3 minutes of additional time here to play, and that looks like it's going to be that. Bruno Fernandes on the ball, into Moutinho, out to Nelson Semedo, and that is the final whistle. Turkey 0, Portugal 2, 2 goals from Cristiano Ronaldo, as you expected it. Turkey with 63% of the ball. I think that's been about their average in most games. 23 efforts on goal, but none of them, only one clear-cut chance. Over, I think, 12 or 13 of them were from distance, and they just couldn't create anything that really threatened Rui Patricio in that Portuguese goal. They had the ball in the back of the net in the first 5 minutes, but it was offside from Burak Yilmaz. But Portugal go in to the quarterfinals now, and they're starting to find their rhythm a little bit. But that's going to be it for this video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe for future episodes, and make sure you hit the notification bell as well so you don't miss a video. And I will see you tomorrow for another episode. Thank you.